Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Today we're going to look at valid palindrome LeetCode 125. We're going to solve this using two different approaches. First, the two-pointer approach, and then a more advanced Pythonic-based approach. However, either way, remember, we're here to learn and not memorize. So what is a palindrome? The basic idea of a palindrome is if you put your fingers at the end of a sentence or phrase and slowly move your fingers back in, if they're neighbors, it's a palindrome. Otherwise, not a palindrome. So let's look at an on-screen example. So if we have kayak here, we initially want to set up our pointer here at the very beginning, k. This would be our 0th index. And then our second pointer here at the very end, which is what, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just check, hey, I'm both looking at k, great. Now let's move on. So now we have a pointer looking at a, another pointer looking at a, both still equal each other, great. Then both our pointers eventually meet at y, and the fact that they're meeting and they're looking at the same character means we can return true and that this is a palindrome. So let's go ahead and jump into some code. Okay, now to look at some actual code. So I set up a main definition just with some test cases to see if something is a palindrome. I have my function definition, is this a palindrome? I take in a string named pal. I expect to return a bool. And one thing I want to call out is I know the LeetCode problem statement says S, but let's be honest, the whole point of LeetCode is to get some type of like software engineer, computer science based job. And every time I've interviewed people, if they take that little extra second and give actual proper variable names, I do think it is a big thing. Like S is not a readable thing. I2, a lot of these other variable names that are common in LeetCode, they're just not very helpful. They don't make your code easy to read. When an interviewer is seeing you do this, they're like, let me make this. Oh, like, oh, the string name is palindrome. This is what we're doing. I just think it's a small thing you can do that could have really big payoffs. So this is our two-pointer approach. And remember when I said there is a difference between what a pointer means in Python compared to other languages, specifically like C, C++. When talking about other languages, a pointer is like, you could think of it like an address. It's pointing to something specific within memory. However, when we're talking about Python, and especially about these LeetCode style problems, a pointer is really just an index. It's an index into your string or an index into your list. It's an index into whatever data structure you might be working with, and that way you can return what value is at that index. So having said that, remember from our example, we want to have an index at the beginning of our string and an index at the end. So let's do a left index, and strings and lists are 0 index, so that means they go 0, 1, 2, 3. And then we want something at the end. So let's do a right index. And we need to figure out the length of our string. And we subtract 1. And if you don't know, the reason we subtract 1 is because this length function returns a 1-based number. So kayak is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would return 5. But there's no 5th index with kayak. There's 4. So we have to subtract 1 so we get a 0-based index value. Now let's go ahead and start comparing our indexes. Remember, we want to look at letters, check if they're not the same or if they are, and then keep moving one by one until we meet somewhere. So the fact that we're checking every time should be a signal to you, like, all right, we're looping. And like, what kind of loop? Is it a for loop? Is it a while loop? We really don't have multiple things we're iterating on. So let's try a while loop at the moment, and we can always go back. See, so while our left index is less than or equal to our right index, because remember, our left side should always be moving forward, our right side should always be moving down until they reach a point where they intersect. And now we want to check our values. So if the palindrome left index, if that value is not equal to the letter on the right-hand side, then let's go ahead and return false. We know, hey, this is in palindrome. If this was different, so it could be K, and then like, oh, actually, it's an S. Like, nope, it's impossible for them to be a palindrome. Let's go ahead and fail quickly and get out of this loop. Now, if they are the same, that doesn't necessarily mean we have a palindrome. It just means, hey, there's a possibility, but I still have to check all the other letters. So let's take our left index and move it up one. So let's increment. And then let's take our right index and we want to move it down one. Boom. So now our 2 pointers or indexes are moving up and down on our string. So now if we go through this entire thing, we find out all the letters equal each other. The left index eventually crosses the right index, so we exit out of this loop. Now we can return true. Go ahead and return true. Things look good. Let's go ahead and run this. Boom. We can see right here is kayak a palindrome. It is a hello, nope, race a car, false, a true, yada yada. So that's the 2 pointer approach. Now, especially in an interview-based setting, this is most likely the solution you'll want to present. However, just to make sure, remember, we're learning, not memorizing. So let's actually learn some maybe advanced Python syntax that you aren't aware of. So let's go ahead and make another function. So is this a palindrome? Pythonic. Okay, we're going to accept the exact same things, and we expect to return the exact same thing. Now, we want to return something, only instead of having 2 different indexes, look at each individual characters, let's just go ahead and flip the word. So that way we're comparing the word how it originally looks and the word backwards. And if they're the exact same, we know it's a palindrome. So if we do palindrome is equal to palindrome bracket colon colon -1. So this is just some fancy string slicing syntax, but specifically each of the colons mean something. It means start at the beginning, go all the way to the end, and this -1 actually means reverse the string. So we're gonna just mirror it, rotate it, however you want to think about it. We're gonna reverse the string. Now we're gonna compare the reverse string to the original, return whatever that might be. If it's true, we know it's a palindrome. If it's false, whatever, it's not a palindrome. But see, I condensed all of this down to one line, very Pythonic. And if I went ahead and updated our test cases, you'll see that it'll go ahead and return the exact same thing. So now we run. Let's bring up our terminal again. So this was our initial run right here. So true, false, false, true, boom. Exact same results, a little bit more clean. In an interview, it might be worth bringing up, oh, there's a more Pythonic way to do this. We could just go ahead and use some string slicing syntax, do it in one line. If this was anything relating to production or code review, I would 100% reject this in favor of this. This is a lot cleaner, and anyone that knows Python knows what this means. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and click that bell, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. I'm going to keep uploading different problems, different tips, whatever it might be. Thank you.